What's up, my people? How you doing? My name is Dalton, and this is my channel. Now, you all know it's been a long time since I did a commentary. So, we're going to talk about some news. We're going to talk some commentary, give you my viewpoints on certain things. All right. Now, I have my notes, okay, and I have my signature coffee. Mm. It's good stuff. I ask you to subscribe, share this. Okay. I ask you to give my videos that you like a thumbs up. And if you don't like them, you can give them thumbs down. Either way, you're cool with me. You're expressing yourself. Okay. And I would like your comments, but keep them respectful. Okay. Because if you don't, YouTube will like block you and your future comments from me. All right. A lot of people don't know that, but yeah, they have their own. It's not just in my power; it's in their power too. If they feel you're going too far, not on my site, not my site, but other sites too, yeah. And they got some computer heads up there know what they're doing. So let's wrap. All right. The two main things I want to talk to you today about is Meta, aka Facebook layoffs. Okay. And the second thing, we're going to talk about the midterms in the USA 2022. All right. So buckle up, relax yourself, go ahead and get yourself a cup of coffee, and hopefully we learn something today from each other and enjoy the ride. Now, we're 2 minutes in. Didn't mean to talk that much, so let's get started. Now, let's talk about Meta, aka Facebook layoffs. This is serious, people. This is real serious. This is a wake up call. This is a major wake up call. For so long, people in power have been telling us that we are we have inflation, but we're not in a recession. And I've been telling y'all we are technically in a recession. Yes, we are. But anytime you got election, midterm, preliminary, you know what I'm saying, elections, they're gonna lie. People lie. Okay? Now, Meta, Facebook, is to lay off more than 11,000 employees. Let me explain something to you. People are shocked about that. But it's not just Facebook. There are lots of places, especially tech. Tech is really getting hit bad right now. Okay, just laying off people. Okay, they're laying off people. And when they do that, what's kind of ironic if you don't understand business, which I do a little bit, not a lot. Um, Most of the time, all of a sudden, you start seeing their stock go up. Okay, and they are laying this. This is major because they're laying off more than 11,000 people, employees. Okay, this is Facebook we're talking about. They're huge. They're all over the world. Okay, but they're laying off 11,000 employees, and this is the biggest layoff they had in history. You hear what I'm saying? This is the biggest layoff Facebook has ever done in the history of Facebook. Meta, whatever you like to call it, it's pretty much the same thing. Uh, Now, I wore my Instacart shirt today, okay? Because I used to work for Instacart. I used to work part time. Let me tell you a quick story about this so you understand where I'm coming from. I used to work part time for Instacart. Okay. Now, Instacart, a lot of people don't know this, and I already made videos on it. Instacart completely eliminated, and yes, yeah, scaled down. I know y'all heard that. Anybody who's been laid off heard that. Scaled down. Um, they eliminated anything dealing with part time. Okay. That includes the area supervisor that probably was making six digits. Gone, job gone. Because, area supervisor over part time people. Anything dealing with part time, eliminated. And the only people you see now shopping are the full timers. The full timers basically, they shop the order and then they deliver it. And it really kind of backfired in Instacart's face. Their stock went up once they did that layoff of all part times and eliminated those positions. But it also kind of blew up in their face because they were thinking that the people that worked part time was going to go ahead and start working full time and using their cars to deliver, and it didn't happen. So now there's a little bit of shortage. Okay. Um, how's that related to Meta? Basically, I'm letting you know I understand. It's like losing two or three fingers off your hand. You got to relearn everything mentally, physically, spiritually. You feel damaged, you feel helpless, and you got to relearn everything. Okay, especially when you got people depending on you. But even if you don't, okay, it affects you mentally, spiritually, and physically. And I don't care what they say about our jobs right now. Uh, there's tons of ghost jobs out there that really don't exist, but they just exist on paper. And a lot of people laid off are finding this out. So basically, I'm saying I sympathize with you. Okay, I mean, let me give you some more facts about this. Okay, that is 13% of their workforce. 13. Somebody just won. This is the best way to put it in your brain. Somebody just recently won a $2 billion lottery. Okay, and when they cash out, that's probably going to make them a billionaire. Be straight up with you. Okay. If they looked at you and told you that they want to give you 13% of what they had out of just pure generosity of what they get, imagine how much that is to you. Okay, 13% is a lot for a company. It's a lot. Okay, and that's a lot of pain that's been delivered to American economy. That's a lot of pain that's been delivered to these employees. And some of the people got literally, no matter what the experience and stuff, they still got to, when they join a job, they're still starting from ground zero and working their way back up, regardless of their degrees, experience, or what. They still are a new employee at ground zero, going through that 9-day probation and all that crap. You know what I'm talking about. Okay. Now, it's not just Facebook though. Twitter, massive layoff at Twitter. Okay. All types of chaos there. And Snap Incorporated. A lot of people get Snap food stamps when they hear Snap mixed up with Snap Incorporated. Snap Incorporated is a tech company. Okay. Snap food stamps is a government program to help people get food to eat and nutritious food, okay, to eat. And a lot of people get that mistaken. When they hear Snap, they automatically, no. Snap Incorporated is a tech company, and they made major layoffs and continue to make major layoffs. Now, here's the thing. Uh, Meta stock went up 5% once they told about their layoffs, okay, of 13%. But their stockholders, you're going to love this, the stockholders want them to lay off 20% of the employees. Okay, and they may do it to please the stockholders in the future. May lay off another 7%. Okay, and of course, the stock went up 5%. Now, this is the sad part about it here. Those invested, and there was a economist that actually went and almost went into tears on national television. Uh, and he apologized to his friends and family and colleagues that he told to get into Meta, Facebook. Okay, why did he apologize? Because Facebook has lost 70, their stocks has lost 71% of its value. People lost completely their retirement. Okay. All that crap you had to take from other people when you're working those jobs and all the crap and unfairness, no matter who you are, what color, race, sexuality, sex you are, that you have to deal with from employers and customers and all this stuff, and you work so hard to save up and it's gone. 70, I mean, this is some of his friends, family. 71%. It dropped 71%. It lost 71% of its value. Could you imagine eating rather a tofu or a hamburger, and you're required to give me 75% up, 71% of it before you get to eat it, and I get to 71%? Look at how much you have left over. Not much at all. Not much at all. But 29%? And this is the reality of it. Of Meta, Facebook, and also, they wanted to get into this new technology. Okay, let me tell you, they wanted to get into this new technology to make this virtual world as well, and that's not working out very well. Anytime you have a new technology and it involves the trust of the people, okay, I'm gonna give you a quick example. I think it was called Stadium or something like Stadium from Google. It was an online gaming Stavia or something like that from Google. It was an online gaming platform. Okay, they ended up having to scrap it. The reason it failed, for one main reason: people did not trust Google with their information. That's it. Okay, because why? Because Google, yeah, it's a search engine, but what they do is they gather all types of information from you and they sell it. Okay, they already let you know that. That's how they make the bulk of their money. Okay, could you imagine gaming and talking and chatting with other people, and then eventually you have your friends up there and you're sharing all this personal stuff, and they just this this bots and stuff are just taking this information down all about you, what you went through, what you're going through now, and all this. Nah, it didn't work. It didn't work, not because it wasn't a good idea. It's because the people didn't trust the company as far as they could throw them with that much of their information. Okay, and it's the same thing with Facebook. Okay, there was people that tried it out and they said that they were bullied and there was no protocol in there even with the beta to stop bullying. Okay, and these women were being bullied by groups of men. Nothing. Okay, security should come first, man. Security should be the first thing you work on, and that includes security of having people that, if someone is saying some cold words or asking for help, you got your own uh, amateur or whatever you want to call them go in there and take care of the situation. Police it, get them out. Okay, that's it on my meta, and I'd like to hear your point of view on this. That's horrible, though. They lost 71%. The stock lost 71% of its value. That's rough, people. That's not good. Okay, and part of that also is because of the economy. Like I said, the economy. People can't afford to advertise if they don't have the business. And you don't have the business because people don't have the money in a recession and in high inflation. Okay, second thing. Yeah, this is gonna be a long one. Second thing, midterm elections. Okay. Second subject, midterm elections. Okay. Now I'm not the type of brother to like to say I told you so. Okay, I'm lying. Sometimes I do. But now I'm not saying it's final yet, but it looks like the Republicans, and I said this in a lot of my other past videos, those who follow me and understand I said this, Republicans look like they're going to take the House. They may not be able to take the Senate, but it looks like they're definitely going to take the House. And they may take the Senate too, because it's not over yet. Okay? But they definitely look like they're definitely going to take the House. But I already told you that was probably just by the facts and the things that they were doing was going to happen. They gave too much attention and too much money and too much energy to helping other countries' problems and not focusing on our problems here. Give you an example. Uh, Biden signed a bill. In the future, we're obligated to give over $500 billion over to a project to help other countries with their roads and their, yeah, seriously, their roads and their bridges and all that other stuff. Other countries, yeah. And then we've already given and probably will give way over $500 billion to the war in Ukraine. Okay? And my sympathy goes out to anybody who's in war, scrimmages, whatever like that, because, you know, there's a lot of gray areas and a lot of hell, a lot of hurt feelings, a lot of dead people. Nevertheless, one of my friends told me when you have a harsh situation, it's all about moderation. Okay? And the Democrats seemed like that they thought the American people were just stupid. Okay? They passed a climate bill and decided to name it Inflation Reduction Bill, as if we as American people were so stupid that we did not see that this does not put immediate money in our pocket, and that it is not a inflation reduction bill, but it is a climate bill. And it's not that we were against the climate bill, but you can put lipstick on a pig. It's going to be a beautiful little pig with some lipstick. Okay? It doesn't change what it is. Now, I already knew. Okay? And if you're not in from the USA, if you're not, because I got people who watch me from all over the world. Okay? If you're not in the USA, I'm gonna tell you something. There's two main times. There's other times too, but there's two main times when the American people have the power to voice their lack of satisfaction with whoever is in power, and that is the midterms, okay? And that is the primary when we vote a brand new president or keep a president for a second term, okay? That's in our power as Americans. And they have shown that they are not happy with the Democrats in the House at all. They're not happy with how the Democrats are working so hard to make every other country look at us as American as the most humanitarian people in the world by giving so much money and energy and effort to other countries and their situations, as if the other country is going to ignore the fact that that America's not taking care of its own. Okay, you know, yeah, looking good is only a fourth of the deal. Okay, having a firm foundation and taking care of those in which the country in which you live should be the first thing you're working on. Okay, because when you have that strong foundation, everything else can build upon it. And I already knew. And then they really blew it when they showed after 2 years they were able to give Biden his birthday present of this climate change bill. They were able to do that and get together and work together and pass that. But for 2 years they couldn't give American people a little debit card to put $100 on it for every for 3 months period to help with the gas with them when they buy gas and help them when they have to drive their vehicle to work and back home. They couldn't do that. Okay. They couldn't give a $600, which it should have been way more, but I'm just saying they couldn't even give a $600 stimulus check and put it in that climate change bill. Okay, 2 years. Okay, and this is true. Look it up. Obama, his first 2 years, I believe the Democrats were in power. But the conservative Democrats, moderate Democrats, and progressive Democrats fought amongst each other so much that they got very little done and did very little for the American people. And then when it was that 2 years were up, time to vote, they gave it to the Republicans. Guess what just happened? Learn from your history. If you don't take care of the American people, when it's their time, they're going to take care of you, not the way you like. Okay. And let's see. If the Republicans do win the House, let's see. They might do a better job. Okay, because this would be their time to shine. And if they do a better job, then we probably might end up having a Republican president in 2024. This is their time if they could take the House, and it looks like they have. Because we already saw what the Democrats did, and nothing for us. 2 years. Come on. You couldn't sit on your ass for 2 years at any job and not get fired. You'll be fired within no time. I don't feel like doing that. Okay, we're gonna get somebody who will, which they did. So that's just my opinions on the midterms. Okay, and if it comes to where the Republicans and Democrats have to work together, that's cool. That seems to be the most productive they do anyway when they're doing things. All right, that's my opinion on midterms, and that's my opinion on that matter. And I know this was long, but hey, it's been a long time since I did a commentary. And I don't know. I guess the last but not least, real quick, I want to talk about is what's that brother Ye Kanye West. Real quick, um, basically, I think Kanye West, like Michael Jackson, had a song called "Man in the Mirror." I think this is a time for Kanye West to look at the man in the mirror and to really also get professional help with his problems. No human being is perfect. Everybody needs help with this or that. Professional help, and hopefully get some true friends, and not someone that people just kicks in his butt. And hopefully he'll grow through this, become a better man, and then after he goes through his trials, tribulation, and karma, and get to bed, get to and work through his problems, his pain of his past, of things, whatever's affecting him. Um, then I would love to see him become an entrepreneur and create his own brand, his own name, with his own stores, his own people in America working in these shops and stuff, building this stuff for him, you know. All right, like that, and not to be under anybody else. Yeah, because I think he could do that, but not before he worked on the man in the mirror.